Luca Shea, it's me, Lorenzo Buttram Hubbard, the Gay Socialite, the Dallas Socialite, the Brickle Socialite, the $1,000,000 decorator alumnus. And I'm coming to you from my home in Texas, where we are on lockdown, starting tonight at 12 o'clock. Well, no, 11:59. I'm in what's considered an essential profession. Being an architectural designer and interior designer, I still have to go out to construction sites. All of that is still continuing. So I still have to go out, and you do too.
I do too now.
But I do, and Eddie is one of my employees.
Hello, my name's Eddie.
And I have received so many messages from people asking me, how am I coping during this time? Because I am a social butterfly, and staying in the house and not going to the movies. Oh my God, the movies, and not being around people is it's so hard. But I think about it also from the other side, because I'm a person who a huge portion of my income goes to supporting people who work in bars and restaurants and movie theaters and all of that, and all and all of the because his second job is in a bar, and all of these places are closed now. And I can't help, between my friends that live in Miami, my friends that live here in Texas, people that I see all throughout the United States and all around the world, because I have even places that I've designed in other countries. I can't help but feel for all of these people and all of my friends and even people I don't know. And I'm really hoping this ends soon.
Yeah, I sure hope so.
I'm incredibly angry. I don't want this to be a political blog, but I'm not happy. So every time they have one of those little news conferences every day,
It's always something new.
I'm screaming at my television. And so people are asking me, how do I cope? Because I'm not in my home in Miami, so I don't have the sitting on a balcony, looking at the ocean and all of that. I'm in my home in Texas, which is residential, very different. And so I'm going to kind of tell you guys what it's like for me. I try to handle my day in the same way that I would as if I had to go to work. Or if I had to, well, I'm still working, but if I had to go, I really had to go and handle things, because I've had several contracts canceled, just like everyone else. And I've had several trips canceled that he was supposed to go on with me, that I was supposed to go on to other places, and people canceled. I still get up, get dressed, eat my breakfast. And when I say eat my breakfast, I do not want to be a fat ass when this ends. So I'm still eating my same amount of food and same breakfast. I haven't gone to the grocery store and bought all types of comfort foods and things like that, because I don't want to be Lorenzo 2.0. I don't. When this ends, I really would like to still be able to fit all of my fabulous clothes. But I also have been taking the time to talk to friends. Like, I have a friend of mine who works for SBA. So this is for everyone out there. He is head of one of the divisions of SBA here in Dallas. And I want people, that's a small business association. Federal, not just here in Texas. I want people to take advantage of this time to actually use the resources that are being made available to you. And the Small Business Association, you don't necessarily have to have less than 500 employees. You can have one up to 500.
Coronavirus! Anyways.
One up to 500. And you don't necessarily have to have a certain amount of My revenue, every person's different. So I would say it doesn't hurt. Take the time. The interest rates, I believe, are 3 points. It's different for a nonprofit, but 3.7, I think it's 3.79 and 30 years to pay it back. There could be some changes to make it even better as we go further along in this. So I want people out there that are suffering, that have small businesses. I want you guys to take advantage of that if that's available to you. And then people who just have a regular job, the people who are just, everybody is not, and even people who are in a position to have 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 8 weeks of income. Can you move closer? I know we're supposed to be 6 feet away, but this is a blog. And you keep coughing, we're going to have a serious problem. 6 weeks to 8 weeks of income. Everyone's not in that position. So there are people that are broke this week. I mean, I know a lot of people here in Texas and let me stop saying Texas. I just know a lot of people who are corporate executives, who are people who are making 6 figures and better, and they're out of work. Now, that you would think, or some people would like to say, well, a person making that much money should be able to survive, but people, what they say, more money, more bills. You get a bigger house, a bigger car, all of that. So let me ask you, you're a millennial.
What?
How are millennials handling this?
Well, from what I see, it's a little bit of like, it's kind of, the way I see it is all over the place. Some people are handling it, can't say the word. They're going through it in weird ways. Some people, like me, I mean, I'm like lucky enough to have like my job still pay me 40 hours a week. I mean, obviously I'm not making tips at the bar, but I still get paid $9 an hour, so it's decent. Reminds me back of when I worked my first job. Other people I see are obviously like, I will consider myself this person as well. Like, we try to like make jokes and joke around it with this whole situation. But the way I see it is just mostly just because like, it's not that we don't take it seriously, it's just that when shit gets bad, we have to like laugh it out. That's how I see it. I try to laugh and smile through whatever I'm going through. This is something that a lot of millennials that I see are trying to do. Some are being lazy. I see that. Some are still trying to find work, still trying to like hustle through these times. There's some people that are like, filing for unemployment and all that stuff. It's just like everyone's doing different things.
Okay, well, you're doing a whole lot more than laughing because your neck.
You did not have to point that out.
Everybody can see your neck. It looks like.
That's why I was like this. Like, yeah. So
okay.
I got my ass beat.
No, he did not.
I got my ass beat.
Anyway, so you're obviously enjoying your locked in time.
Somewhat.
Okay. And
it's a little bit of like, I like being in bed, but I also don't like being in bed for too long because I want to go out and do something. Or I want to just
okay, so let me ask questions because you're just rambling on.
Yeah.
So are most of the people that you know who are your age taking this serious and staying their ass in the house? Yes or no? These are like, I don't need no long ass questions. Just answer the question.
Yes.
Okay. Are most of the people that you know in your age group, are they now out of work?
Yes, a couple.
You only know 2 people?
Like
you said yes, a couple.
Yeah, yes.
I said most of the people, and you said yes, a couple. So you only know 2 people?
No, well, I only have like 5 or 6 friends that I consider like friends.
Okay.
My age, at least. Like, older people too, but.
Okay.
You mean people my age? I don't know that many people around my age.
What are people who are more in your age group doing to keep themselves from going crazy during this time?
Well, a lot of millennials nowadays are either into like Netflix shows and playing video games. That's how they keep themselves occupied. They keep themselves occupied.
They were doing
so,
that
like,
before we were on lockdown.
So this is like heaven to them because they can do that as much as they want now without having to worry about getting enough for work or anything like that. Right now, it's just like me. Most of my time I do is like now after all this stuff happened, we cleaned up, so my apartment's like real clean now. Or whatever, at least from what like me and Steven did, because my roommate's a little like, eh.
Do you get up and wash your butt every day?
I take a shower every day. I wake first thing I do.
Do you make your bed?
I make my bed.
Okay. Do you cook something to eat every day?
Every day. Me and Steven go back and forth, but normally I sometimes like after doing all that, normally I either just like make like ramen or something.
Okay.
If I do cook, it's like spaghetti, eggs, pancakes. I sometimes make myself a sandwich, but most of the time I do like going out and eat.
Okay. So because you're a millennial and I'm not, I would enjoy hearing what other people, first of all, I would like to hear what other people are doing to survive during this very rough time. And like I said, I know I've had contracts that canceled. I'm fortunate enough that I still have contracts that are able to continue. But out of fear, you can imagine there are people who are like, right now I don't want to do anything. But I also know that on the emotional side, it's very difficult for me to be a social person and to be told. It's one thing to want to stay home. It's another thing to be told you have to stay home. And that's the part that is very difficult for me. And the people who know me, baby, this is the first time I've stayed home
Except for this
ever.
long. Yeah.
because for me, a normal not going out anywhere night would be going to the movies. To me, going to the movies is not going out. I just went to the movies. So that would be my night of not going anywhere. Now I can't even go to the movies. So I have divided. I usually order my groceries. So I stopped ordering my groceries just so I have a reason to go to the grocery store. And then I take all of my errands, even business errands, and I've divided them and only do one errand per day so I can keep having something to do. So one day I go to PetSmart, and one day I go to the grocery store, and one day I go to Best Buy, and one day I go to Home Depot, and one day the things that are still open, but I don't do them all in one day. I don't go out in one day and run all over the place. I just do one errand in one day. And then I have doggies, so I can still take them out.
Well, for me, when it comes to, you said like being emotional about it, you said, or being like social, or just
both. You could be.
Well, my social life has never really been the most. My social life has never really been like going out a lot. At least not anymore. Whatever. I'm more of a homebody now, but I do go out with the people that I like. But now I can't even do that. So it does get to the point where I just don't want to like stay indoors. The only time I ever go out. Everybody should say something about my hickey.
I'm not saying anything.
The only time I really go out is just like doing errands for my mom. Like if anything, my mom's boss is probably you as well. You two are the people who keep me out and about doing stuff. I come here, work, take my mom, pick her up from work, take her home, take her grocery shopping, all that stuff.
Okay.
I have been, like last week was like the first time in ever that I've gone shopping every single day. I was at like Sam's, Walmart, Target, like day after the other, just trying to find some stuff.
Okay.
H Mart.
Well, we're going to continue on part 2 because part 2 is going to be more funny. But because I want to be serious because there are people who are really hurting, so I didn't want to be funny like all that in
God.
part 1. No, you were fine. You're not funny. But I did want to at least let you guys know that I'm thinking about you. Would love to receive some messages letting me know how you guys are surviving and what you're doing to cope and Also, send me some messages of some things that you would like to hear me talk about. I don't mind. I'm Lorenzo Buttram Hubbard, the Gay Socialite, the Dallas Socialite, the Brickell Socialite, the $1 Million Decorator alumnus with Eddie.
And that's it.
Just Eddie. He's just Eddie right now.
We're being featured tattoo artist.
Okay. Well, we're trying to get you bigger.
Yeah.
So, loves and kisses.
Thank you.